Coming in, according to reports, the 4-member fact-finding committee constituted by the National Commission for Women and includes a retired judge, a retired IPS officer and an advocate spent approximately 7 hours speaking with various individuals and the special investigation team, fact-checking, gathering information, and then visited the TCS office in Nashik as well, is what we are learning at this point in time. Also coming through, family of one of the accused, Raza Rafiq Memon, have now said that internal professional rivalry and office politics are the motive for the false sexual harassment and conversion allegations levelled against him, instead describing him as a high performer. Memon's uncle, Ayaz Qazi, said that the case was part of a coordinated conspiracy spurred by Memon's academic and professional performance. Memon's uncle added, as a team leader, his focus was strictly on sales targets and team productivity. There was no indication of any inappropriate interaction outside of these professional requests. Memon, who is in custody till 20th April, led the team that included both the complainant and prime accused Danish Sheikh. Let me also rope in Mr. P.K. Jain, former ADGP, Maharashtra Police. Mr. Jain, what do you make of these multiple facets that are emerging in this highly controversial case? If this was a case of professional animosity, nobody would wait 4 years, to come out and talk to the police. There was obviously some sort of leverage being exercised against these victims.
Vineet, good evening. Thank you very much for having me here. Yes, it is correct. The harassment has been going on for a long time, and apparently there was no complaint made to the police. It is for the first time when a complaint came, the police immediately took cognizance, then sent their own decoy employees within the company, and that is how the entire racket was exposed. And then a whole lot of complainants came forward. 9 cases have been registered. Some people have been arrested. In fact, the entire setup in Nashik had 8 Muslim employees, out of which 6 who were involved in this case were arrested, and one of them is now absconding. And she has been taking, she has applied for anticipatory bail. That is for the court to look at. In my opinion, the bail will not be granted, but, she has still not been apprehended. Now, this kind of what I'm appalled in this case is the attempt by the educated people to convert others into their own religion or to influence their habits. One person was forced to eat beef, another person was told in their general communication, conversations, they were told that, you take egg, what is wrong with beef? Or you take this thing, why don't you, join us? And things like that were happening for over a long period of time. I am told, it is not yet specified, I am told that 1 or 2 employees had also escalated their complaints to the higher ups. And even then no action was taken. So apparently, the whatever level the complaints were escalated to, if no action was taken, I think they also become complicit in the case. The company is already doing its own internal assessment, their own internal audit to find out as to what exactly happened. But, somewhere, as Mr. Vineet Jindal has mentioned, the POJ committee has not been functioning properly. I think what the government has to do now is to enable and empower the POJ committee, so that there is an online platform for employees to lodge a complaint and seek redressal of their grievances. In this case, for 4 years, the matter was hanging only at the local level. There were 2 supervisors, one Chenani has been arrested, the other Nida Khan is absconding, and all these team leaders have been arrested. But a POJ committee has to be empowered and enabled so that in future the employees can escalate their grievances on some online portal, so that nobody can ignore and nobody can brush them under the carpet, which has happened apparently in this case. So I think it's an eye-opener for all of us. We had a doctor's module which was busted in Delhi. At what level these religious fanaticism and activity is going is absolutely appalling to see.
You're quite right about that, sir. Well, more breaking news coming in. A woman employee at TCS